to the Minorities Making Millions podcast, where we talk about mindset, motivation, and how to get this money as an entrepreneur. What's up, y'all? What's up, Credit Lady C?
Yes, right.
That's Big C. Put some respect on her name. When you see her out in these streets, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm good. I got sunburn, y'all. I've been doing outside camps for my clients, and I got sunburn over my nose and my forehead. I look crazy. So I think I was under the impression that black people can't get sunburn, and I was just wrong.
So wrong.
That's just like wrong. Don't be like me, y'all. Like, I definitely got sunburn. My wife definitely cussed me out. And
not cussed you out.
Yeah, she was like, what you mean you can't get sunburn? You crazy? So yeah, I learned my lesson, y'all. So I got sunburn. But other than that, I am good. Here to give out some gems, talk some business to these entrepreneurs, to these minorities making millions. And remember, you don't have to be making millions to be a minority making millions.
Nope.
Okay, we talking things into existence. Mm-hmm. We're operating as if we are minorities making millions.
And one of the M's, it can be for manifest.
Whatever the M you want it to be.
Manifesting.
Ooh.
Talk about it.
Manifesting.
Listen.
Millions,
yes.
Right?
Why?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
We about to get in deep,
Let's do it.
But before we quit our 9 to 5s, what were we doing?
We were manifesting.
Man, come on.
Yeah, we were manifesting and we were acting as if too. We were already making the moves, right? What the Bible say? Faith without works is dead.
It's dead. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Without the works.
Yeah. Like, you can have the faith, you can have the vision, but you still got to put the work in.
Man.
And we were doing that.
We were definitely doing that. So let's just say, right? Let's just say you're starving, right?
Okay.
And you're just sitting down and you're like, man, I'm hungry. Man, I'm just believing. I'm just believing that God is going to, bring me a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm
right?
Just believing.
I'm
not going to get up.
I'm not going to get up and do nothing.
I'm going to sit in this seat.
Right.
Praise to God, I'm going to get a sandwich.
Yes. Is that going to happen?
No.
It's not.
I feel bad for saying that because people be thinking that.
No, it's really not. Faith without works is dead. Yeah. Right?
Now listen.
But the Bible also says a man who does not work does not eat.
That's facts.
Is that fact?
That's facts. So,
okay. So, it
That's
goes
real.
hand in hand.
Yeah. Now, if you're sitting in that seat and you're praying for that sandwich, and you do the work so you can make a phone call.
Yes.
You might get the sandwich.
Literally. You could call and say, hey Dre, I'm over here starving. Could you buy me a sandwich? You would probably buy it for me, right?
Could you hook a brother up?
Exactly.
Yes.
Right? But if I just sit there like, nope, I'm not calling nobody. God is about to just drop a sandwich right now. Yeah. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. So what exactly did you do before you quit your job to get into that zone?
Okay. So I had a journey. Okay. Right? I watched a video the other day. I've been wanting to talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
Listen,
yo, let's just do this. Let's talk about it. What's up?
I watched a video the other day, and this man was sitting in his car on his lunch break, crying because he didn't want to go back in there.
Dang.
Guess who that used to be?
You.
That used to be me.
Yeah.
Okay. I would drop off my middle child at daycare, and she would throw a fit every day. And I would call my husband and cry the rest of the way to work. I do not want to go. I hate my job. I want to spend time with my baby. I hate this. This is so unfair. I'm here all these hours of the day. By the time I get off, the sun has already went down, and all I can do is cook dinner and get ready for the next day. I don't have a life. Yeah. All we do is go to work and go to church. Yeah. We don't do anything. Yeah. This was I would cry tears. I promise you, I'm not lying.
You know what? And I look back at some of the pictures because I know her when she was doing this, and we were living the same way. Like, it was a lot of hurt behind those smiles and those pictures.
Yes.
Because literally, we go from wake up, get dressed, drop the kids off, go to work, off of work, go to church.
Go to church. Wait, pick up the kids. Go to church.
Come home, get ready for the next day. It
was every single day.
And some of y'all living like that right now.
Yeah.
And we definitely have been there before.
And on top of all of that we're doing, right? The grind and just, okay, we're doing this, we're tithing, we're doing this, right? Be beat up, tired, and not have any money and be living literally paycheck to paycheck. like, or have a little bit extra here and there, but honestly living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Like, that was life.
So you recognized what was happening.
Yes.
So then, how did you start shifting towards the manifestation? How did you start actually manifesting? Because you already recognized it, but how do you start manifesting it? Like,
you know what? I would sit at work, and if you're not a believer, this might not be the episode for you. But I would sit at work, and it was just something inside of me that was like, you're not supposed to be here. This is not what you're supposed to be doing right now. You know what I mean? So it would literally cause me to have anxiety. Right? So I took a vacation from my job.
Okay.
And I said, I have a week off of work. And this week I am going to go so hard. I wanted to have a daycare center inside of my house.
Right.
And this week I'm going to go so hard that when it's time for me to go back, I'm not going to have to go back.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So I'm going to get enough people within my daycare that I can babysit.
Right.
So that I don't have to go back.
Yeah.
And I did it.
And you did that.
And I literally did it.
Because you put the work in to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? I had faith. I believed I could do it. I manifested I was going to do it. I was like, I'm not going back. And that's what I did. Yeah. And then now I'm at home running a home daycare within my home. And guess what? I got my baby with me. Yeah. So now I don't have to drop her off at daycare while she's screaming and crying. I'm saving money on daycare. I'm saving money on gas. And I'm being a blessing to other parents because I'm not charging as much as a daycare center would charge them. Right? So everything works together.
Because your first initial thought was to supplement your job's money.
That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
However much I'm making, I just want to be able to make that from home.
Yeah. And you did that.
Yeah.
Because you put the work in.
Exactly. And I manifested it.
Yeah. I had a similar thing. So when I was at my 9 to 5, I would take everything from my desk and take it home. And my thought process was, I'm not going to be here long. You know what I'm saying? So I would put the work in day and night with training clients, going to work, coming home, training clients. Like, I literally have a video I posted 6 months before I left my job, and it was me. My eyes was just dead and drained, right? And in the video, I said, I'm waking up, man. I'm putting this work in, but you know what? It's going to pay off. And I look so tired and so dead in the video, y'all. But now I do what I do full time, and I love it because I knew it was going to pay off.
Yeah.
And I journal every morning too. And I would say I would write things down as if it already happened instead of saying it's going to happen. Like, I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I make X, Y, and Z amount of money per month. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was manifesting too, is I was acting as if I already had it and I was already making moves. Before I became a social media influencer, I looked in the mirror and said, I'm going to be the number one trainer in Ohio. And then I said, forget Ohio. I'm trying to impact the world. I'm going to be a social media influencer. I'm going to be the number one trainer in the world. And so guess what I had to do? I had to start putting out content every single day, giving value every single day. And I ain't say I'm the number one in the world, but I am a social media influencer
but you
now.
Will be.
Yeah, but I will be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still putting in the work. I'm still manifesting that. But along the way, it came with financial freedom. It came with an international business. You know what I'm saying? Because we put the work in. We manifested it. And you know what it is? You got to make a decision. I think a lot of people don't make a decision. Like, they want to do it, but they don't actually make the decision to do it. Like, making a decision is different from saying, I'm going to do it. It got to be a switch, a flip. And you got to make a decision.
So, in everything that we just said, right? If you don't know what your purpose is, if you don't have a goal, right, then kind of everything you're doing is in vain, right? If you're just coming up with a bunch of thoughts, I want to do this, I want to do that, it has to be concrete. No, this is what I'm about to do.
Yeah. You got to make a decision.
You have to make a decision.
You got to make a decision.
I'll go back to when we were building our house, right? Or let's go when we bought our first house, right? My credit was bad. My husband's credit was bad, right? It's how I got into credit back in 2011. Okay. So we just was like, we want to buy a house. This was back before they was making you get pre-approvals. So realtors was taking us looking at houses, not knowing our credit was trash. Right. Okay. So credit was trash. We looking at houses. We bring our whole family. I got aunties and uncles coming out looking at these houses. credit trash.
Yeah.
So we go through all that, find out that we can't purchase a house. I want a house though, right? So I'm about to learn everything I need to learn to fix this credit so I can purchase a house.
And I'm pretty sure with you stepping into that house, that's manifesting like, okay, I know my decision is I want a house to put my family in. Facts. So I'm going to do what I got to do to get my house.
By any means necessary.
Yeah.
By any means.
Yeah.
So if that's your goal, if that's your motivation, you have to let it move you.
Yeah.
Right? Don't just stand on it, man, I want a house, I want a house. You have to take action.
Yeah.
If that means I got to get in a credit repair program, if that means I have to learn everything there is to learn about credit, right? If that means I got to work 2 jobs so I can save for the down payment for this house, I don't care what it means. Yeah. But you got to be moved by that.
Yeah. You got to make a decision.
Facts.
And that goes back to when I first got into fitness. I told y'all before, when I was getting these nosebleeds and these random headaches, and they told me I would have to be on blood pressure medicine forever, I knew that I'm not about to take pills every single day. I made a decision. Yeah. I said, okay, my decision is I'm about to eat cleaner and I'm about to exercise. Yeah. Because I'm not about to be on pills for the rest of my life. Right. You know what I'm saying? Prescriptions never go on sale. You know what I'm saying? That's a bar. Yeah. They never go on sale. Ever. So I made a decision. Hey, I'm about to get in shape. I'm about to lose some weight. I'm about to get my health back in order. You know what I'm saying? I made a decision. I'm not about to be at this 9 to 5. I was a manager. And when people would get on my nerves, like my staff, in my head, I could go off, but in my head, I was saying, I'm not about to be here much longer. Like, I would say, literally, 2 years from now, they're not even about to be like my employees. So I'm not even going to trick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that kind of goes into like, you got to control your response to things. You cannot feed into negativity too. At all. You got to control your response. Stuff, I'm about to cuss. Stuff is going to happen. Right? Stuff is going to happen, right? Yes, to everybody. Things will happen. It is your job on how you respond to stuff happening. Yeah. Because you can fight fire with fire if you want to. Or you could be the light in the dark room. It's still going to be a light in there, like, you know what I'm saying?
And sometimes people think, like, if you have things that happen in your life, right? Let's say you're just out, minding your business and someone is just, giving you a hard time, right? And our natural response is to turn up with them, right? Yeah. I have too much to lose to turn up with anybody.
And that's the thing. People don't have too much to lose.
Exactly. Yeah. They don't have anything to lose. Yeah. I do. Yeah. So I'm going to turn around and walk away. And everyone standing around can be like, oh, I would have did this or you should have did that. Nah. Because where I'm going, and where that person is going, 2 different places.
And honestly, they're even lucky to even be in your presence because we're not saying that we're like all high and mighty, but we don't put ourselves in situations to where we got to deal with that type of energy.
A wise man said, never argue with a fool because people from a distance cannot tell who is who. Boom. So now that's a bar. Yeah. So no, like a rapper literally said that.
No, that's. I'm about to get that. I'm about to get that tatted. Now that's hard though.
No, but seriously,
because you'll never know. Because then you're trying to defend yourself, and you're still arguing though. You know what I'm saying? And you looking goofy. So and so I guess don't put yourself in them situations. Like you're not about to catch us in just any situation. I'm not about to be just hanging with anybody. Right. If I run into any fools, just because I'm out somewhere in a public platform. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I believe your energy attracts what you bring in. Yeah. I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that. We are energy, right? And I ain't about to get into all that stuff, but I'm just saying, like, if you are already putting out negative energy,
that's what you're going to get.
You're going to attract that negative energy. So if you with an attitude somewhere, you walk into the supermarket and somebody walking with an attitude too, it's going to be 2 attitudes clashing. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So what are you attracting? Are you always in drama? Yeah. What are you attracting? Take a self-reflection.
My sister asked me that. Because my sister is like the little me, right? We're 10 years apart. So she asked me, she's trying to change her ways. And she's like, what happened to where you just like stop being so evil? And she was like, no, like I really want to know. She was really serious though. She's like, you're so positive about everything. And I'm like, you know what? I decide my destiny. Yeah. I can wake up in the morning and decide this is how the day is going to go. Yeah. I can decide what other people do, how that's going to affect me, or how I'm going to allow it to affect me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you know, it's okay.
Yeah, because you gotta, because once you know you,
Yep,
it's hard for anyone to sway you different.
yeah.
Like I having been a social media influencer, I get thousands of comments.
Mm-hmm.
Some people hating, some more people congratulating.
Yeah.
Right. I get like people hate all the time, but what I'm gonna do? Feed into that?
But man, you can really let those hate comments get to you though.
You can.
Cause listen, I can help 1,000 people buy a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be that one person that be like, well, I feel like, and I'll really let it, like sometimes like I won't like go on social media and go off or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But within me, it'll kind of like damper my day.
Yeah.
But then I gotta realize, like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
All these other people are,
Exactly. So if you got 95% of the people showing you love and 5% hating, you focus on the 95%.
Yeah, because nobody is going to love everything you do.
Exactly.
Because you have haters.
Yeah, you're not going to please everybody.
It's
you know
impossible.
What I'm saying? It's impossible to please everybody. And once you figure it out that you're not going to please everybody, you will stop caring what people think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think personal development is very critical every single day. It's not something that you can just have. It's something that you got to develop. Like every single, it's like a muscle. It's like a discipline muscle.
Yeah.
It's a muscle. You got to work that muscle every single day with personal development. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, you got to know who you are. Like, if you don't know who you are, it's going to be easy for someone to program you.
Do you agree with, or what do you think about cutting off certain family members and friends to get to your next level?
I do it. And just because I cut you off don't mean I don't love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we're just not going in the same direction. I have friends that I haven't spoke to in years, and it's not because I don't like them. It's just because we're not on the same thing right now. Like, and I I'm here to help them up, but I can't be just being around that atmosphere because it's gonna pull me back.
It's gonna pull you back.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta be smarter than that. Like, if we're gonna hang out, you're gonna come to my playing grounds, and my playground is you're gonna be around other entrepreneurs. You're gonna hear some game being spoke. You're gonna see some money being made, and it's gonna motivate you to get your own back too. I'm not about to pull up on you and smoke a blunt with you and match a blunt and sit around and talk about everything we did back in the day.
Or everything you're going to do.
We're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. You know what I'm saying? So we're not just going to be anywhere. It's what we're trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Right. So choose how you respond to stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how do you, like right now, if someone was to be negative, like I know you probably got family members that's negative. I do.
Of course.
Friends that's negative.
Yeah.
So loved ones, right? That's a whole other ball game because it's your loved one.
Yeah.
A friend, you can cut a friend off.
Yeah.
But it's like if it's like a immediate family member that's being negative towards your business or towards you, like, oh, you shouldn't do that, or I don't know if you can be able to do that one. How do you reply to them? How do you respond?
You know what? Honestly, I provide them with grace because their mindset is not where my mindset is, right? Yeah. So they don't necessarily understand that I can do anything I put my mind to.
Literally.
They don't understand that I have the same 24 hours that any other person on this earth has, right? So if, Joe Smo can make $1 million in 10 minutes, then I can too. Yeah. Right? Yeah. It's my mindset. Yeah. So you can feel how you want to feel. No, maybe you can't do that. Yeah. I can do whatever I put my mind to. You know? And it's kind of like, we know it's kind of cliche, but it's so real. It's like, very real.
Like tomorrow, if I wanted to market myself as and I'm going to, I already made the decision. Yeah. I'm a health coach now, and guess what? I'm going to show you how to create content now. So I'm a content creator coach now. I made that decision that I'm going to start helping people create content. And guess what? Now that's what I do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I made a decision I'm going to do that. Exactly. And nobody can tell me different.
And who can tell you?
Nobody can tell me different. You know why? Because I learned this skill set. Exactly. And now I'm able to teach that skill set to other people.
And you have proof that you did it.
I have proof that I did it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
Absolutely.
And that's another stream of income.
It is.
Because now you're teaching the community on how to do something, and you got to charge your worth, because if you're giving things free away all the time, they're not going to take it serious. Especially if you're giving them on your one-on-one time. Like,
I deal with that.
Yeah, because they're wasting your time.
Exactly.
They want the information, but they're not going to apply it. But if I say, hey, I need $1,000 and I give you 2 hours of my time, oh, I bet when you pay that $1,000, you're gonna apply it because you don't want to waste your money.
You pay to pay attention.
You pay to
when
pay
you
attention.
you pay attention.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you come to us
Yep.
for coaching and we tell you an amount, we're not saying that just to be some jerks. We're saying that because we know that when you pay, you're going to pay attention and you're going to apply it. Mm-hmm. Do you read any books, or like what books or audio do you recommend for someone to start with? Let's just start with personal development. Like, do you have any personal development books that you read?
Everyone Should Be a Millionaire.
Everyone Should Be a Millionaire.
It's a good one. The Psychology of Money.
Okay.
Anything that talks about like the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm. Cause it's so real.
Yes.
It's like gravity.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are those are just a couple. I read at least 2 books a month.
Okay. Audible.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Yeah. So I like there's this one called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a.
Okay.
Check that one out because like just check that out and we'll check back in. That's good. You can't go wrong with Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich will really the mindset shift. Like I promise you, just like we said earlier, like you can literally do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Just make the decision.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Rich Dad Poor Dad. You can't go wrong with You can't go wrong with that too. So there's also a lady I listen to every morning. Her name is on YouTube. Her name is Abraham Hicks. My mentor told me about her. She speaks from the conscious level. You know, we all got our conscious. Mm-hmm. She speaks from that level, like, you know what I'm saying, like the law of attraction level. Yeah. And it's like, when I tell you she changed my life,
wow.
I'm about to send you some of her stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so I listen to that every single morning to get my day started, to help get my day started. But you can't go wrong with sermons. Yeah, affirmations, sermons. Yeah. You can't go wrong with any. T.D. Jakes kills it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He be killing it. So any type of sermons, but I want y'all to feed yourself more positive things than you do negative things.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Information, whatever you listen to on a regular basis, it's going to flow out. Mm-hmm. So I'll be able to tell what you listen to from how you're speaking and how you're talking, right? Yeah. So listen to more education stuff, y'all, like educational things to help you grow as a person and to help you grow in business, because this is a business podcast.
It is MMM.
Exactly.
So making millions.
We hope we were motivating today.
Yes.
We hope that you choose not to cuss the next person out.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and if you're always attracting negative things, we're asking you to do a self reevaluation, and you got to change some things about yourself, because obviously that's what you're attracting. And you might not want to hear that, but it is what it is. Yeah, so we will see y'all on the next episode of the Minorities Making Millions podcast. Peace.